from the observer. Okay, I don't know if people can. Anyway, it's a goal from the Observer Corps that we spread this information. Kathy Smith said, what's the process going forward to getting the position adopted at the state level?
So we are asking that local league members educate themselves by coming to these concurrence meetings and reading the background information we have posted on our website. And then we're asking local leagues to organize a vote, which can be according to, it's up to them how they want to do it, by board or by member or by delegate. But Action and Advocacy is recommending that it be by board of directors after they have heard from their local league members.
Okay. Vicki McLean says, are we adopting the proposed positions at the Larimer League level? Are we giving a recommendation to the Larimer Board of Directors? So, yeah, go for it.
So what we're doing is we're asking all members to educate themselves about the concurrence by coming to these meetings and reading the information on the website, on the NAL website, the background information, and then contacting your local league board and telling them your opinion, and then they will vote on this concurrence. So we're adopting it at the state level, and if it becomes this is what we're trying to do, adopt it at the state level, because if the whole state adopts it, then it's all local leagues' position.
Right. Judy Harris said, can we get a copy of the concurrence when passed? You have a copy already available to you. It was sent. It's posted on the website.
Yes.
Linda Hutchinson has sent out emails with the concurrence there. The wording will not change.
No, but you know, if you want a copy and you contact me, I will send you a copy if it passes.
Does anybody else have questions that you haven't put up? Okay. Maud said the position will also be included. Yes, I forgot to say that. Will be included in the new LWVCO positions for actions, which is coming out soon.
Yeah, and I guess
we're waiting for this.
Yeah. And I guess I should have explained at the beginning of the process that in May, the Colorado League of Women Voters adopted changes to the bylaws that allow us to go outside the regular program planning process to adopt positions, as long as we meet the requirements of board approval, study, member education, and member approval. So we didn't have to wait if we had waited, we'd have to go through program planning and then wait till May. And it was just a long time. We wanted to be able to use this position in the 2024 legislative session. And I have to say, this position is really strong in support of accuracy and credible news and against mis and disinformation. And this will give us more of a stronger position to educate the public on mis and disinformation coming up for the next election. So that's why, those are the reasons we really wanted. Plus the national convention's coming up in June, and we didn't want to be caught flat-footed and not prepared for that, because we'd really like to bring this to national attention if we can.
And I can add too, if somebody would like to read the study, the 132-page study, right? Isn't that what it is? Something to that effect that Washington did. It is truly excellent. It is truly excellent. And then that link is posted on the News Access and Literacy Task Force website.
Right, that position is, or that paper is, it's really excellent. It does have, it's pretty Washington specific, and that's why we wrote another, ours is 12 pages and it focuses on Colorado, but the Washington report is pretty amazing. The amount of work.
Is
Sorry.
that video available, Linda? That Washington made?
Somewhere, yeah, it's on the website. I posted it on the.
I just thought that if somebody didn't want to read the full report, that video is a good summary of what the report's all about. So that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's on our webpage. Did we post the webpage in the chat?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that's been posted. Maud put in a clarification. She said LWVCO Action and Advocacy said that locally can follow their bylaws and policies and procedures for supporting concurrent. If nothing in the local bylaws or positions and procedures of local news can use their own judgment on how they want to decide to support. I know in our conversations on Friday with the action advocacy leadership, we recommended that a board decision could be made because your board is a local elected body by the members and locally in your league. Betty Seeland said, what were the reasons for the defeat of the legislation for tax credits for business advertising the costs? And what happened is it didn't get through the entire process by the end of the legislative session. So the sponsor, after the different committee meetings, didn't push quite as hard for it, and so it was never heard by the full General Assembly during that process. I hope that she brings it back, because we had some strong guardrails in there to make sure that it was that the local or local newspapers or news outlets were reliable and credible outlets that would be supported with that advertising. One option for the local league board of directors to vote after hearing from the members. Yes, indeed. That was Maud that said that. And and now in the chat you can see the local news. Wait, no local news, the crisis facing democracy insights from journalism's covering Colorado. And that was the meeting that was held in October, right, by the News Access and Literacy. So that's the posting of the meeting we had here. So you can hear what the local journalists had to say about it. Other comments or questions? Cool.
Okay, if that's all the questions, then I'm going to wrap it up.
Maud has her hand up.
Okay, Maud.
I think she was clapping.
Oh,
Oh, she was clapping.
I was clapping, but I would like to remind anyone who is a Arapahoe Douglas member, including anyone who's still on the list, Marilyn, as an Arapahoe Douglas member, we'll be sending a survey out to all our members asking about supporting the concurrence, and to please respond to that, because by the end of the day, Thursday. Marilyn, you're on mute. And I will let you know, Marilyn, that it's possible to be a dual national in league.
I'm kind of in a dual situation right now.
That's
So,
great.
I'm still part of, that's why I put in formally Douglas County, because really, I'm starting to participate in the
Right.
Jeffco stuff, but I am, I've been with Arapahoe for a long
Yeah.
time. So yes, I'll respond to it.
Super,
Yes.
super, thank you.
Kathy Marsh said, I just want to say how important it is for members to provide feedback to their team leaders and board members in the next couple of days, right? Because we're closing our vote on the 17th. Christina.
Yes, I just wanted to remind all the Jeffco members, we also have a survey that went out this morning asking for their input on this issue as well as our housing issue. And the vote closes at 6 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay, and Jane, I see you.
Hi, I'm just wondering if Maud and could send a copy of the survey to the Larimer County League. Our board is going to vote on this by the 17th, and we would like to get some feedback from the members. So if we could get a copy of the survey, that would be very helpful. And Christina also from Jeffco. So thank you.
Let's see, Kathy Marr wants to, okay, there we go. The link to the Washington video is in the chat now, so everybody can see that.
And what that video says, they're getting ready to present this at the national level at the convention.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions, you guys? And let's see, all the slide presentation, I think that I already put that on the web page, but I'll make sure the recordings of these meetings today and tomorrow are on our web page too, so people can go back and review them if they need to. So, oh, and Boulder County wants a copy of the survey too, Maud.
Who needs it in Boulder?
Mary Ann Dunn asked and Susan Saunders asked.
I do not have their emails, so.
Maud, if you
Oh.
want to email it to me, Beth, I can put it up on the NAL webpage so everyone can have access to it.
Sure.
That would be awesome.
Is that okay with you, Linda?
I got Susan,
Yeah.
I got Susan
Great.
Sanders.
Okay.
Okay, does anybody have any other questions about the position or the process?
I'd be interested to hear feedback from folks who attended this morning right now. If they have any feedback, what's their impressions on this? Anybody have any comments? Just curious.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Thank you.
I agree. And
I agree.
let's do it.
We're seeing thumbs up. Yay.
Good. Okay, so and if you want to come back, there's another concurrence meeting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Same
And it's the
time.
same thing.
Yeah, same thing. So, but I really want to thank everybody for participating and taking the time to educate yourself. We think this issue is fundamental to democracy, and we think this position will help us. It's not going to solve all the problems, but it will help us be a part of the solution.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, you can send them to the news access at it's our web news access at lwvcolorado.org. I'll put it in the chat. And then do you all know how to save the chat if you want it?
Why don't you,
No.
do you want to go over it? Do you want me to?
Yeah, would you? Because I can't multitask and I'm typing.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can also post the chat on the webpage with the survey if you'd like, if that
Oh,
would be
that-
easier.
That would be great. Then people would
Oh,
have the
sure.
link.
Because I obviously cannot type either. I got the address wrong. Let me fix it.
Okay, I would like to just say that I've learned a lot from the presentation and appreciate what you people have prepared. I especially like that we can go ahead now and we know some action that we can take, including getting in touch with our board members. Thank you.
Thanks, Carol.
Thanks, Carol.
I also liked this program too, because my children, I got two that live in the mountains and they don't have good, papers up there. So,
Mhm.
I appreciate the league's position.
Thanks, Marilyn.
Thanks for that comment.
Okay. Linda Mahan says, I hope there are members around this state that are living in a news desert who are informed about this concurrence and can be assisted in acting on a position. I don't know if anybody here lives in a news desert,
I don't know, but if
but if you know
people,
somebody, please pass this on to them.
yes, and about the Observer Corps.
Yeah,
Because that's one set of eyes. If newspapers, reporters are not that, that's one set of eyes at some of the local government, school board, city council, etc. Those could be one set of eyes of people who are observing what's happening.
right.
I think, Linda, there's a couple of comments about the timing of these informational meetings and the vote. Could you address that a few minutes to just tell people why we were kind of in a crunch time?
Well, I think we posted the concurrence meetings on the calendar in August. We held a public meeting with journalists in September. Then we posted the information on the website early October. I think it was from your fearless leader's lack of experience, I think. But I tried to think ahead and address all the issues, and we didn't want to burden anybody with a lot of meetings during election season. But then when we looked at the calendar and we had set the concurrence meetings for mid-November, and then the holidays are around the corner and people are going to forget about this stuff next week after Thanksgiving. I mean, it's just, so that's why we did it this way. It would have been better. It would have been better if we had more time, but we just didn't do it that way.
And I'll say that Linda sent several emails as well, saying this was coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you guys. Well, thank you for participating. If you have any comments, you know where to send the comments. And
I'm seeing Deborah's hand up.
No.
Oh,
I'm
no?
just saying goodbye.
You're waving at us?
Bye.
okay, so thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Linda. Great info.
Mhm.